Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, where does money actually go? I don't mean your paycheck or what you spent on lunch. I mean money at the global level. The kind of money that countries use to trade with each other. The kind of money that doesn't sit in your bank account, but flies from New York to Tokyo to London in seconds. Welcome to Forex, short for foreign exchange. It's where one currency is traded for another, around the clock, 5 days a week. And it's a world you've been walking through your entire life without even noticing. Most people think the biggest financial markets are stocks or crypto, but the truth is, Forex is the largest financial market on the planet by a landslide. It moves over $7 trillion a day. That's trillion with a T. And yet almost nobody outside the banks, governments, and traders ever talks about it. Weird, right? So in this video, we're going to be doing just that and fixing that. We're going to be explaining what Forex is, how it works, who trades it, and why it might just be the most fascinating financial system you've never heard of. Let's start with something simple. Imagine a tourist from Japan lands in Paris. She wants to buy a croissant, maybe a tiny Eiffel Tower keychain, but her wallet is full of Japanese yen, and in France, they use euros. So she heads to a currency exchange booth and trades her yen for euros. Simple, right? But here's what's really happening here. That tiny transaction you just pictured is a drop in a global ocean of currency exchange. Every minute of every day, people, companies, banks, and even governments are buying and selling currencies. Why? To do business across borders, to invest, to trade, to speculate, or sometimes just to travel and buy a croissant or a croissant. And all of that currency movement, that's Forex. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Unlike the stock market, where you buy a piece of a company, or the crypto market, where you might be betting on a digital token, Forex is all about money itself. You're not investing in a company or an idea. You're trading one currency for another, always in pairs. Let's take an example. First up, we have the Euro USD. That's the euro against the US dollar. If you think the euro is going to go up in value compared to the dollar, you buy the pair. If you think it's going to go down, you sell it. It's like a seesaw. When one side goes up, the other comes down, and your job as a trader is to guess which side is about to rise. You're not doing this randomly. You're using data, patterns, news, and yes, a little bit of psychology to figure out what might happen next, but we'll get to that in later videos. Right now, I just want you to grasp the core concept. In Forex, you're always buying one currency and selling another. They move together. One goes up and the other one goes down. So who are the big players in this game? Well, first we've got the giants, the central banks, the commercial banks, massive hedge funds, multinational corporations. These are the whales. They're trading in the millions, even billions of dollars. They're moving money to manage economies, protect profits, or balance risk. Then you've got retail traders. That's a fancy way of saying regular people like you and I. Thanks to modern technology and online trading platforms, retail traders can access the exact same markets as the big boys, the giants. Not with billions, of course, but with a few $100 and a decent internet connection. So you can be in the game with the big boys. And that's a huge deal because 20 or 30 years ago, Forex was basically closed off unless you were rich or worked in finance. Now, you can trade from your own living room. So let's take a step back and look at this from a global perspective now. Currencies don't just go up or down randomly. They move based on economic health, political events, interest rates, inflation, employment numbers, basically the heartbeat of an entire country. For example, if the US raises interest rates, the dollar might strengthen because investors want higher returns. If the UK announces economic uncertainty, the pound might weaken. Every little event has ripple effects, and those ripples are what traders try to ride. In a way, being a Forex trader is like being a global detective. You're not just watching charts, you're reading the pulse of the world economy. You're looking for clues, patterns, signals, and you're reacting in real time. But big pause here, Forex trading isn't gambling. Yes, there's a risk, yes, people have and lost money. But real traders don't rely on luck. They use tools, strategies, and education. They know when to enter a trade, when to exit, and most importantly, when to do nothing at all. Now, let's talk about why Forex is so attractive to new traders. First, there's the size, because it's the largest market in the world. There's almost always someone buying and someone selling. That means you can enter and exit trades quickly. No waiting hours or days for someone to match your offer. Second, it's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's because it follows the sun. When the markets in Sydney close, Tokyo opens, then London, then New York, then it just loops back again. This constant movement gives traders flexibility, whether you're a night owl or an early riser. There's a session that fits your schedule. Third, and maybe most importantly, it's accessible. You don't need tens of thousands of dollars to get started. Many brokers offer demo accounts where you can practice with fake money, and some let you open real accounts with as little as $50 or $100 to your name. That said, just because you can trade doesn't mean you should jump in unprepared. Think of Forex like driving a race car. It's powerful, it's fast, it's exciting, but without training and control, you're gonna crash hard. That's where PipBuddy comes in. We're not just here to hype you up, we're here to teach you properly. So let's recap. Forex is the global marketplace for trading currencies. It operates 24 hours a day, moves trillions daily, and is driven by real-world events. It's not magic, it's not a scam, and it's definitely not just for Wall Street. It's a system that connects every country, every economy, every currency in one massive living network. And for those who take the time to understand it, it offers real opportunity. This is just the beginning of your journey. You're not expected to understand everything just yet. That's what this channel is for. So in the next video, we're going to be answering a big question. Can you actually trade Forex from your couch? Is it real or just another social media fantasy? Stick with us, hit that subscribe button, and remember, this is your spark, the start of something completely new. We'll see you in the next one.